Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Dead Man Walking podcast. I am your host, Repeatedly Dead Fred, author of the medical trauma memoir, This Summer I Died 20 Times, which is actually what happened to me and how I got the nickname Repeatedly Dead Fred. Today I have with me Alex de Brita. I hope I pronounced that right.
You did, yes.
Okay. How often do you get teased about your name? Like,
Oh,
are you
all
are
the
you a
time.
water purifier or something?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah. So Alex is far and away the youngest person I've ever had on the podcast, and it's going to be interesting learning about his, I guess, superhero origin story. You're an actor and you're a singer, and apparently a TikTok sensation. So,
All the above, all the above. I could do it all.
okay, so are you the most famous person who's ever come out of Ottawa?
I'm trying to be. I think Sandra Oh has a leg up on me, but well, I'll give her a run for her money.
Okay, so why don't you take us back a few years? How'd you get your start? I'm guessing high school theater.
So yes, I actually I've always loved dressing up and theater, costumes, all of that. And I started acting when I was about 8. I went to a lot of theater schools. I went to do different courses, and I ended up getting signed when I was 11, 12 to an agency, did some commercial work. I went to Canterbury High School, which is the art school in Ottawa.
Hmm.
I went there for 4 years and studied theater, which was phenomenal. That was like the love of my life. I toured and did improv competitions. I competed
Oh, cool.
nationally there with the CIG. Actually, Sandra Oh also competed in the CIG. That made me feel
Hmm.
pretty good. I love Grey's Anatomy and love Sandra Oh. So I've always loved acting and drama, and it was always a way for me to escape. Growing up as a teenager, I was a very rebellious child.
I
I
can't imagine, Alex. I just can't imagine.
I think yeah, growing up and going to like a drama high school where everyone is emo and grungy, and we all think that we're
Hmm.
kind of the black sheep of the world, really allowed us to act out. And it's so funny. I would skip school and I wouldn't go to any of my classes except for drama class. And
Hmm.
honestly, I don't even know if I would have finished school if it wasn't for drama class. I think drama really saved me in a way. And
It saves a lot of kids.
it really, really does. And it's such a blessing. And it was such a gift to have that experience. And I really wish that for everyone that they find their passion. And I was very blessed at such a young age to find that.
Okay, I'm just going to take a quick interrupt here to mention we've got a sneaky surprise guest, super publicist, Danielle Iverson. Yay! Where are you joining us from, Danielle?
I'm joining you from Lake Huron. I'm down at near Grand Bend at the cottage today, and I'm coming to Toronto tomorrow.
Oh, cool. Thanks for
Yeah.
dropping in.
Yeah, I just wanted
You
to
want
say,
to?
and I'm so happy Alex is on today. It's going to be great. He's performing live on stage on June the 28th on Saturday night next week, so it'll be a lot of fun. 8:45.
Okay, do you want to give your agency a quick plug?
Yeah, well, basically, I'm a PR agent for Alex. I'm a publicist way back, and I've become an agent coach, and I help everyone who's starting out a business. It could be, you know, anybody, any agent wants to hire me. I'm there to help them get it out there, get their releases done, help them learn how to write the stuff, how to negotiate contracts, how to get a lawyer. We had to get Alex an entertainment lawyer. I mean, all these different things. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's great that you're asking me, and I'm really happy that he's on there with you. And I look forward to you interviewing me one day because I think we're going to do that one day. And I had a lot of people that want to interview me, but I'm not ready because I'm trying to build my website. So I also
Hmm.
do that. I help people get their websites get going, and mine's there, but not done yet because I never needed one. I'm
Okay,
vintage.
so what's your agency called?
It's that PR thing,
Okay,
THAT PR, public relations, THING. And my
okay,
name is under, I'm going to be putting it to Danielle Iverson, but SEN, not ON, SEN.
okay, okay. We're going to go back to your client, Alex, and have him tell more of his very
Okay.
interesting story.
Okay, well, have fun. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Nice to meet
So,
you.
Danielle.
so you get kicked out of high school, and Okay.
Almost. You know what's the funniest thing is that COVID really kicked me out of high school.
Hmm.
I got in my last year of high school, COVID kind of finished that. And after March of 2020, I never went back to another class. And they just let everyone graduate. I didn't even finish my community service hours. They just kind of threw everyone out there. And then
Hmm.
once that was done, I went right to Vancouver, where I studied at
Hmm.
Vancouver Film School and continued my craft. And I really had this kind of moment at I was about to graduate Vancouver Film School, and I just thought there is nothing else in this world that I would rather do than be in front of the camera, be in entertainment. I want to be a star. I know I got it in me. I got that X factor. And
Hmm.
so music was always a hobby for me and something I used to escape. I loved to write lyrics. I loved to listen to different instrumentals. Actually, during COVID, do you know the show Wild and Out with Nick Cannon?
Uh, I know of it, but I don't think I've ever watched it.
So it's this really funny, like improv rap show where they do rap
Hmm.
battles. And I was just enamored with it during COVID. And I would play along with them and I would write my own little raps, this, and that. And
Hmm.
I would write songs and I perform it to my friends, though I never thought that that would be a serious career avenue for me until I was graduating Vancouver Film School. And I thought, damn, I have to throw all my spaghetti noodles at the wall.
Hmm.
Like, I want to be an actor, and I am an actor, and I've been acting since I was 12 professionally, but I don't want to wait around for the audition call. I don't want to wait around for my agent to get back to me. I want to be able to throw my things out there, and that's when different social media opportunities came to me, like TikTok.
Hmm.
That was a great avenue for me to start to build an audience and throw music out there. And so, really, I think my whole life I've had a love affair with the arts, and I'm hungry. And my whole life I've been trying everything out, even if I didn't think it was something for me. And that's how I found my love of improv, my love of music, all of that.
So is anyone else in your family uh, artsy and musical, or
So
is
it's
this just
actually,
you?
I am kind of the black sheep of the family in the sense where
Hmm.
no one else is super like that. Though my nonno, my grandfather, he was a singer. And it's really
Hmm.
interesting. I never really got to know him that well because he got very sick when I was younger. Though he used to sing at all the family events and he used to be known as the performer. So I like to think a part of his gene kind of went down to me, and I get to
Hmm.
carry that on for him. I have three younger brothers, and the oldest of four.
Hmm.
One of my younger siblings, he is very artistic, but visual arts, which I am not
Hmm.
about. So there's a few of us.
Okay. See, my personal story, my grandfather was a classically trained violinist. He passed long before my parents even met. So, but he was an orchestra leader. He was an exceptionally talented musician. Did I get any of that? No. On both sides of the family, I've got artists and musicians and everything. Did I get anything? No. I can barely clap, never mind keep any rhythm. So
It's
I'm
so
I'm a
funny
little
how
bit
it
jealous of
happens.
you.
Oh no. Well, it's very funny how that happens sometimes, but
Mhm.
we all find our calling eventually.
Okay. So you are going to be doing an event, I think Danielle said on the 27th,
On the
and you also
28th, yes.
28th, and you have a film coming out at is it the Blood in the Snow Film Festival?
So it actually did just premiere at the Blood and the Snow Festival. Yes, that's a film called Invited.
Hmm.
It is now streaming on Tubi for everyone to go see. I play Logan. It's a supporting role. Um, I play the son of the main character. It's a found footage-esque horror film. It was an amazing experience. You can catch my song Feeding Season is also
Hmm.
featured in that film. That was an amazing experience, and it's a very fun horror film to watch.
Does it have anything to do with vampires and feeding seasons?
I wish. I am a huge vampire and Twilight fan. I'm a little Twilight nerd and feeding season. No,
Hmm.
you know where feeding season kind of came from actually was all these rappers, they have little taglines, Megan Thee Stallion, she's she's the hot girl, Nicki Minaj, she's a Barbie. And I'm like, Alex de Brito, what can I think of? What can I think of? And Alex de Brita. De Brita rhymes with Fedia. And so my tagline as an artist is Alex de Brita, you know I'm a Fedia. And so feeding
Hmm.
season is kind of this anthem about how I'm about to do what I have to do. Everyone's going to get fed and it's
Hmm.
all going to benefit me, whether that be I'm going to go out on the town and all the boys I like are going to like me, or I'm going to go to work and it's feeding season and we're going to annihilate. Feeding season is just that kind of anthem.
Okay. What was it like working with Martina Chabron? Because she's an interesting character too. She's one of those few people. She was actually a policeman in Switzerland, was it?
Yes. Oh my goodness. I didn't even know you know her, obviously.
No, I just looked her up, but
Oh, she is wonderful. I loved working with her. So she played my mother in the film,
hmm.
and the film is such horror movies are really hard to film because they require so much emotionally. This poor
Hmm.
woman was crying all the shoot days because her family was in peril. Though when, in between takes, when we would have our coffee breaks, she had such a calming, lovely energy. And that's exactly
Hmm.
what that's what I like to work with. I have a lot of personality, though when I tell you, at the end of the day, I love calming energy and I love someone that can take themselves out of the moment and reset and relax. And I find that people can be very overstimulating. I'm also a server right now, and so I
Hmm.
get really sick and tired of people very quickly, and I can't take it anymore. And Martina is one of those people that when you work with her, you feel recharged after.
Hmm. Very cool. So, would you consider yourself a TikTok star?
I I wouldn't. I mean, it's very funny because I do have a little Toronto queer TikTok following where I've been out
Hmm.
in public and people will be like, "Oh my God, like I saw that video you posted." Or one time I was at the LCBO with my friends and this guy was like, "Can we take a photo? Me and my boyfriend love watching you." So it's very local. I get that
Hmm.
around here a lot, which is very funny. Though TikTok sensation maybe has kind of negative connotations nowadays because
Hmm.
TikTok has been around for so long and I
So
don't know.
long, yes.
Well, not so long, but I mean, I think it's so funny when TikTok was out, everyone was like, "Oh, this is the cool thing," and now that it's been around for so long, I think people are kind of getting sick of it. Kind of people got sick of YouTubers and didn't take them seriously. People are getting sick of TikTokers, aren't taking them
Hmm.
seriously. So I don't know. I'm whatever you want me to be.
Yeah. So, do you get carded at the LCBO? Back
Um,
to how young you are?
Rarely, rarely. You know what is so funny? When I turned 19 in Vancouver and went to go buy my first bottle of Prosecco because I was gonna make myself mimosas. I pull up and I was so excited to show them. They didn't even ID me. I was like, "What are you doing? What?" Yeah,
That's
very, very
kind of fun and disappointing at the same time.
exactly. When a few months ago, because I had a fake ID since I was like 15. So I was running around showing my fake ID off and everything. And yeah, they always carded me when I had my fake ID. But once I turned 19, I don't know, they didn't care anymore.
Yeah. So, did you get busted with your ID at all?
So you know what? I actually did. When I was
Hmm.
living in Vancouver, I would go visit Whistler, and I don't know how to ski, but I just love to party up there. I've been a little bit of a party boy since I was in high school. And so I was out, it was about 4 p.m., our last day after a weekend in Whistler, and we were being super bold and we were going in broad daylight to this bar. And like that's
Hmm.
like the worst time. You're probably gonna get in trouble. And we go there, we kind of bargained with the security. He let us in. And we thought because we showed our cards at the door, no one else would ask for it. We go sit at the bar, and the bartender looked at all of us. And was very suspicious and asked for my ID.
Hmm.
I showed her, and she took that thing right away. And I never saw it again. And I was
Oh.
so upset. And I went back to Vancouver, and my friend that was of age was visiting me, and she was about to leave. And I said, "You need to go to the LCBO and stock me up." And so she bought like liter bottle of Smirnoff, of like Fireball, all these sweet disgusting liquors that I don't really drink anymore.
Hmm.
But
And that's your jam, the sweet, disgusting liquors?
yeah, that's what I used to do. Like Fireball used to be my favorite thing, and Sourpuss, all of that, Pink Whitney, all of that. Now, I like a spicy margarita. I like tequila. I like that stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So what other projects do you have going on?
I have so much going on. So my new song, Booted Up, is coming out on the 27th. That's the day before my Pride performance on the 28th. Booted
Hmm.
Up is one of my favorite songs that I've ever recorded, and I'm so happy that it's finally coming out. It
Hmm.
is a party anthem, and really, I love showing the song to my friends because it really just sounds so much like me. Like,
Hmm.
when you listen to this song and you know me, you're like, oh my God, of course this is Alex. Like, it's like a complete manifestation of who I am into a song. It's a party anthem. It's cocky, it's sexy, it's playful. It's everything that I love, and I'm shooting a video for that on Tuesday, which I'm super excited for.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna have shoot it at my friend's house, and we're gonna do a house party, kind of Jersey Shore-esque Y2K kind of shoot. So I'm
Hmm.
very excited for that. You can stream that wherever you stream music on the 27th.
So is this all like done on iPhones, or is this like real camera equipment and stuff that you
Real
bring in?
camera equipment. I put my money where my mouth is. I got a really
Hmm.
incredible photographer or videographer. He shoots all of my videos. You can see Nasty Boy, which is the video he shot last.
Hmm.
That was released in November. You can catch that on YouTube. It's a very, very beautiful video. He just does really good photography. And for me, especially coming off of TikTok, I have learned how important video is and visual media is to sell a product. For me,
Hmm.
sometimes I will listen to a song and I like the song, but then when you look at the video with the song, it's like, oh, you just catch the vibe and it's totally different. A great example of this would be Sabrina Carpenter's new song, Man Child. I listened to the
Hmm.
song and I was like, okay, whatever. I watched the video and I was like, wow, I totally get the vibe now. And when I listen to the song, I like think of the video and I'm like, it makes me feel something. So sometimes that
Hmm.
visual is a really great component just to sell that song.
Yeah, I was talking to a music producer, I don't know, 3 months ago, and she was kind of saying that videos or music videos are kind of like, you know, on the downside. But I don't think so because I think half the population's auditory, half of them are visual, and they get so much more out of a music video than they do out of listening to it on their streaming service.
I totally agree. I mean, I don't know how much money artists are making off of music videos because we don't have like MTV video. We don't show them on TV anymore with advertisements where you can make money off of that. But if you film one music video, you're going to use all of those clips for ads on social media. You're going to post those clips on TikTok. And so, whether or not you're happy with how many views it gets on YouTube, you're using the same content across all social media platforms. And I do think it really sells the song. I mean, Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B's WAP that came out in
Hmm.
2020, that was a huge video. And I think I've watched that video maybe 20 times because they had celebrity cameos. They had this, and that. They had so much spectacle. And then by the
Hmm.
time you watch it 20 times, you've listened to the song 20 times and now it's stuck in your head. And so you're going to go listen to it when you walk to work or, all of that.
Okay. Do you have any celebrity cameos coming up in yours?
Unfortunately, it's only me and my friends.
Hmm.
So no, I am very, very excited. I have like all my best friends are gonna be in the video on Tuesday. We're gonna throw a
Hmm.
little party for myself for the
Nice.
song, so it's gonna be great.
Okay, so you have future celebrity cameos.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, everyone better look their best because in a few years, people are gonna look back at these videos and go, "Oh my gosh, that's when before they were famous."
Hmm. Well, I think you're famous now.
Thank you,
Not
thank,
as famous as you're going to be, but you're pretty famous now.
thank you. I appreciate it.
So, talk a little bit about your Pride gig.
Yes, so. Shout out to Danielle Iverson. This wouldn't have happened without her. I'm really, really excited. On the
Hmm.
28th at 8:45 p.m., I'm going to be performing at Pride. I have a 15-minute set, and I'm going to be performing some of my unreleased music as well as Booted Up. And that's going to be the first performance I have for Booted Up because the song is released the day before.
Hmm.
I'm just so excited to bring this energy. I've never performed at Pride before,
Hmm.
so I'm
I
really
haven't
excited.
either.
Yeah, well, I hope that you are able to come. I would love to see you there. It's going to be really great just to see my target audience. My music is targeted at everyone. Everyone likes to party. Everyone likes to have a good time. So everyone can listen to my music, though obviously my music relates more to queer people,
Hmm.
queer men and queer women. I think my music is kind of for the girls and for the gays, so it's for everyone. So
Hmm.
I'm really excited just to meet people, to perform, see all the other performers. It's going to be a great party, a great celebration. I'm really, really excited.
Okay, so are you at one venue? I don't really know how the Pride event works.
Yes, so it's all taking place on Church Street. And down
Okay.
Church Street, there's a handful of stages. I think there's four stages. So I will be at the youth stage, which is primarily
Hmm.
catering to young adults and like older teens. By the time I perform, it's going to be young adults and older teens because my music is not for children. So
Hmm. Yeah, I listened to a couple of your lyrics. Yeah, not for
yeah,
children.
and not for children. No, 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 no. Though when I was like 15, 14, 15, I was listening to explicit rap music. Not that my parents were okay with it, so there better be no children when I perform, but you know.
Hmm. So how is your family with your career? Are they fully on board or?
They honestly have always been. It's like, it's really funny because my music is very explicit and I'm doing something that I don't know if you can name another white gay boy rapping like I'm rapping, you know? It just
Hmm.
isn't around and it's not happening. My mom is so supportive. She just lets me do what I want. She's there for me when I need her. And they all have been very, very supportive. My uncles listen to my music and they'll text me about it. It's very funny. But it makes me kind of like embarrassed sometimes because I do have this persona and this nasty party boy persona, which I love. But then when your uncle's texting you about it, kind of the next
Hmm.
day, I'm like, oh yeah, kind of, it takes you out of it for a second. But they're all very, very supportive, and I'm
So I'm
excited.
guessing by your last name that you probably come from a Roman Catholic background.
I do, I do. Yeah, I went to
So
Catholic school up until grade 9. Yeah.
of course you did. Yeah.
It's always the Catholic school kids that get into trouble. I tell you, when I went to Catholic school, these kids were crazy. We rebelled so much. And then when I went to public school, sure, they rebelled, but it wasn't as bad as, honestly, the Catholic school kids.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of friends that went to St. Paul's in Winnipeg,
Um,
um, which is a Jesuit school.
well, it's so funny. I went to St. Paul High School in Ottawa.
Also Jesuit?
No, but
No.
yeah, they
Yeah.
have the same name.
So I think sometimes the priests did more drinking than the kids. But
Definitely. Well, you know what? Who is also one of my favorite people from Ottawa? Alanis Morissette. I'm a huge Alanis Morissette fan. And she
mhm,
also, I think, is a Catholic school girl that rebelled a lot.
mhm. Have you met her yet?
I went to go see her though. She performed in Ottawa 3 years ago at Blues Fest. I went to go see her with my best friend, and I love her. She's so, so incredible.
Okay, so Alanis, you've got the call. Reach out to Alex.
Please, Alanis, I love you. At that album, I have it on vinyl, but I also, her first album, I listened to so much in grade 9 and 10. I was so angsty and, I like Twilight, all that stuff. So Alanis was perfect.
Well, you don't seem angsty anymore.
No, I'm definitely not. I'm more, I can get angsty, but sometimes I
Hmm.
like a rainy day, honestly. In Toronto, we've been getting a lot of rain the past few days, and it
Hmm.
reminds me a lot of my time in Vancouver. And sometimes I love nothing more than sitting at home with the rain pouring down, listening to dramatic music, Some good
Hmm.
Alanis Morissette.
Well, I think we're recording on the 19th, and
Yeah.
yesterday we had that huge storm warning with the supercells that were supposed to come by. So we just got a small snippet of it, but boy, it came down hard for about 8 minutes.
It really did.
So, okay. Anything else you want to share?
I just want to share my socials. You can catch me at Alex DeBrita, AlexDibrita. I have my new song, Booted Up, coming out Friday, June 27th. You can stream that wherever you find music. The music video will be shortly after, which I hope you all watch. You can catch the vibe. And I really
Hmm.
hope that you come see me perform June 28th at 8:45 p.m. at Pride. I'll be performing on the youth stage, and I hope to see you all there.
Okay. Any other socials that you have?
So I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, all at Alex DeBrita. So
Okay.
and
Well, I
Snapchat, but I don't really post like that on Snapchat.
I, I don't know anybody that does Snapchat anymore.
I
Is
know.
it
I was
still a
thinking,
thing?
I have it, and you're more than welcome to follow me there too.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Alex, and I wish you much luck with your performance and the new song. I hope it goes really, really well. And maybe remember me when you're a big star.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Fred. I wish you the same success. I really can't wait to meet you one day in person.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
And to
you.
everybody else who's tuned in, thank you so much for tuning in to the Dead Man Walking podcast. Please like, subscribe, share, promote it, tell people about Alex, tell people about Danielle, and have yourself a wonderful week. Bye bye.